Welcome back to Black Man Problems, the show where we talk about everything controversial,
The bizarre,
and the exciting. And this dude right here sitting next to me is Steve Rogers.
and this dude right here is Anthony Brown.
Yeah, I need my superhero outfit. Anyway, and today we're going to be talking about long distance relationships and holiday romances. I'm sure you've all been on them. So I know you've just gone through one. Tell me about yours, and I'll tell you about the ones I've had actually.
Well, I met a girl on Tinder, and I was barely interested in her. Like when I
You
looked
got
at,
turned around.
yeah,
Okay.
like when I looked at her pictures and stuff. If like 10 was maximum interest, like I have to marry this woman,
Yeah.
and 1 was get this woman out of my sight, I was on like 5.5. I was just, but we
Yeah.
ended up meeting. We went on a date, and then it's like we hit it off massively.
Why do you think you did? Do you think it wasn't anything to do with you knew that she was going soon, or did you find that out later?
Oh no,
or-
I found that out later. So
Okay.
yeah, we just hit it off. I understand her, she understands me. We have some similar interests. We talk. And when I say talk though, we like
It's not just about the sex. It's like there's conversation going
actually
on.
not though. It's actually
not-
It's not just about the sex.
See, that's a good sign of a good relationship. I
So
reckon.
we'd be in bed, just like laying, just talking.
Yeah.
Just talking about life, goals,
That's good, man.
aspirations, and stuff like that. And we hit it off massively. But she's going to Jamaica. As of the recording of this video, she's going to Jamaica next week for like
That's
9
soon.
months.
Where does it stand? So she's going to Jamaica for like 9 months. Are you like, well, we're going to carry on seeing each other, or you're in that period now? Where, like,
No, because you don't know. So it's kind of like while we are getting on really well, neither of us really knows if we're in a place for anything serious anyway.
yeah,
So like me, I was engaged at the start of the year with all of that.
Yeah, she's
kinda
not looking
hoo-ha,
to get
and
into
she's come
anything.
out of something as well. So the timing feels really bad. It feels very, very, very bad. So
maybe you
then-
need this 9 months of just
Of what?
like separation in a way, just to see if you really, really do think you need that.
Yeah.
She might be over there like, you know what? I want to go out and meet people. You might be here thinking, you know what? She's not here. I've met this other girl now. What was I thinking? Do you reckon you'll do that? Or you're like, nah, actually, you'll be ashamed not to make something of this. You just don't know, do you?
Well,
What do you do?
Man, I'm torn. I'm genuinely.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I'm genuinely torn.
Have you ever
And-
been like this before, though? Have you ever had a proper like holiday romance where you've met someone? It's like everything's brilliant just because you're on holiday. They're tanned as anything, got bare money, just partying. Have you ever had that anyway? Or...
Not really, no.
So this is probably your kind of first version of.
The truth is, I wouldn't even really class this as a holiday romance because,
Yeah.
well, I mean, it's like, even
just
though
bad timing,
we've
innit?
only known each other for like 5 weeks or so, in that time we've gotten to know each other very well, like very well.
Yeah.
Like if you remember me saying that I felt like my ex didn't understand me.
Yeah, you did.
I'm
yeah.
telling you now.
Completely different.
No, she understands me. Like I'm literally, that's categoric. That's not like.
And you're a
someone just saying.
complicated person,
I'm
so
a complicated.
so you would know.
I'm a complicated guy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm telling you now, she understands me. It's actually more than that, but at the same time, it's like, am I really gonna just sit down and wait for 9 months while she's away, and then like to go and meet some man called Winston? It's like, well, go on, baby. love,"
Winston St. Jack.
Go on.
Dick swinging.
You're looking all right still, you know. I just want to take you off a little drink and thing, you know. And it's like,
How'd you compare to that? I mean, I had a holiday romance like many years ago where I went to Gran Canaria. It's like all my friends, we decided when we graduated, we were 21, when we all graduated, we went to Gran Canaria. And all of us seem to have met like the girl of our dreams on this holiday. Good mate of mine, Joe, he got with the maid of the hotel.
the maid.
Yeah, the maid of the hotel, beautiful, like Spanish girl, but she was with someone at the time. She was like married, and she was like, she's leaving her husband to come spend her life with me in the UK. We were like, what? It was like a scene out of EastEnders or something. Then I'd met this other Spanish girl, like she was gorgeous, and I was like, man, I wasn't sure if it was because I'm on holiday and I'm not used to like, meeting such foreign, exotic. When it's new like that, it's like it's amazing. Like You're not sure. It's like the Eddie Murphy theory. When you've been starved or something for ages, you've never met like no hotness like this before.
You're just ravenous.
Yeah, and someone throws you a cracker. You're like, oh my god, oh my god, I've never had.
Just like a pack of starving dogs.
Yeah. And we're all like that, all of us. And like the only one that really, really lasted relationship-wise when we left, like mine fizzled out after maybe a year. I was learning Spanish. Like it's the whole reason why I can speak a bit of Spanish now. I can say, I don't say what I can say. It's pretty, lots of it's naughty stuff. But anyway, my other friend, he was with his girlfriend for 11 years. The one that met the girl who was a maid, and like the way his story ended was horrible. So like in the end, after 3 years, he had engaged to her. He got engaged to her, and then she was like, "Oh, Anthony," she said, "You know what? She doesn't love me anymore. She met someone else." I was like, "Oh my god, you're engaged and everything." She said, "Who is it? You know?" She says, "It's your guitar teacher." And I was like, "My guitar teacher? That's a girl." And he's like, "Yeah." They're like, "She's lesbian." I was like, "Oh shit, yeah." And she'd left him for another girl, and then they'd actually worked that out after a year of mess. Got back with each other, and now they're no longer together. And like, they only just ended probably like a couple months ago. I'm like, that started from a holiday romance. So it always makes me think, when you have these holiday romances, are they ever meant to be? Because that's the one time I thought, you know what? Yeah, they can work. And
what happened to your romance?
Mine, in the end, because she wanted me to move to Gran Canaria and start a life out there. I was wanting to get into media. There was no jobs like that over there, and I was like, she was gorgeous. I was just like, I don't want to like change my whole life aspects just because of the romance, and I didn't in the end, and it just kind of fizzled and never really came of it.
I don't think it's like holiday romances can't work.
Yeah,
But
they
I feel
can.
like they probably wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Because it's like, let's say you're on holiday. You're on holiday and you let your hair down and stuff, and you're relaxed, and you're in a completely new setting as well. You know, and like there's all of the crap you have to deal with in your day-to-day life is actually gone.
Exactly. So
It's
everything's
gone.
bliss.
Yeah. And then you meet someone in that bliss state, but it's like that's not necessarily them on a day-by-day
Exactly.
basis. They might be a real stuck-up arsehole.
Yeah,
Day
messy.
by day, yeah. They could be moody and miserable.
You don't get to see that until like
No, you don't.
4 months down the line. It's like the honeymoon period when you get into any normal relationship. So like, if you don't know the phrase honeymoon period, if you've been living in Iraq,
I would like to think you do know.
yeah,
the
yeah,
phrase,
you
to
must
be
know that
honest.
phrase. But it's the
Like,
period
if
basically.
you don't, then just don't watch our show.
Yeah,
But
then
you're not,
click off
you're not
right
the kind
now.
of viewer that we
Unsubscribe.
need. Yeah, unsubscribe. Actually, no.
do that.
No, take that back.
But if you don't know what it is, it's that period, and it usually lasts about 3 months, doesn't it? Like, where everything is amazing within that time. The sex is like brilliant every night. You know, you're like, no, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. You hang up. All that kind of stuff. And now you're just gonna like, yeah, I'll see you later. Bye. Sex comes intermittent. It's not every night. So it's just like that. That's kind of like. That's the same feeling as the holiday romance. It's all bliss in that short period of time because you've got no worries about bills and having to go to work and doing anything. It's just you're on holiday.
Have you had any long distance relationships?
Well, that was almost a long distance relationship, me and that girl, because you're kind of talking on the phone and you know, pizza messages, dirty phone calls, and then it comes to a point to have this moment of like clarity and realization, like, where's this going, man? Is this gonna, you know, am I ever gonna see this girl? You try and plan holidays, it's hard.
That's what I've been thinking. Right, so for instance, I don't know, anyone who's been watching this show for a little while might be aware of the fact that I've been doing a bit of dating since the breakup of my engagement. And since me and this girl have been seeing each other, like, it's not supposed to be serious at all. It's not. We're not together, we're relating.
Yeah.
We're just getting to know.
Yeah.
But you know what? I've stopped seeing other girls.
Stopped. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah, because you're just comfortable with them. That's a good thing.
It's just...
Yeah, but that's fine. Just go with it. No, it is. Every man feels uncomfortable when they start feeling like that.
Yeah,
because
but
I've had that.
But my point is, she's leaving for Jamaica.
Yes, you don't want to get into that mindset
You know
now.
what I mean?
And
This is what I'm saying.
do you know what?
So I'm thinking, what am I doing?
I reckon just go with it. Whatever happens, go with it. Enjoy it now for now, and then you never know what's going to happen. Like, don't even try to prepare. Yes, you got more freedom when you have a long distance relationship. You don't have to necessarily always go and stay at their house. They don't have to be in your face all the time.
You can just keep your room tidy.
Yeah,
You
you
don't have to keep your place tidy.
you can just be like that, and then when you see them, it's like, oh, this is amazing. You go do loads of it. It's almost like having that honeymoon period every time you see them, and then you go away and have your space, and then.
I was in a long distance relationship with a girl for about 6 years.
Mm.
Actually, no, more like 7 years. It was a while. So at first, when we met, I was at uni in Portsmouth. She was at uni in Manchester. Then she graduated from uni in Manchester and moved to London. And then I was in Portsmouth travelling to see her in London. And then afterwards, I graduated from Portsmouth and then was in Birmingham travelling to see her in London. But it was always long distance. But boy, that wasn't fun at all.
Yeah, what the travelling.
Well, that and just, to be honest, me and that girl shouldn't have been together at all. So our relationship was just on the phone. It's kind
of like
stuff. Yeah, we're talking every day, having some boring conversations as well.
Yeah,
just boring.
What's
or
that
like arguing, just like dumb arguments.
That's worse. Having a long distance relationship and just arguing with them. What's that film where the guy like falls in love with the phone voice? Like it's almost like he falls in love with the equivalent of what with Siri would be. That's what
Is
you
that
were
a
in.
new film?
That's fairly.
Yeah.
It must be called Phone or some shit like that. If you remember the name of the film, just like put it down in the comments. But yeah, it's kind of like reminds me of that. Like, why do you want to have a relationship with your phone?
Yeah.
You want that person around as much as you can. But if you can deal with the long distance, go with that.
It's kind of like, it's relatively easy. It's easier to do long distance relationships now than I think it was even back when I was with that girl, which is like getting on to 10 years ago. Like, for instance, a mate of mine was in a relationship with a girl who lived in Prague. He actually just moved over there to go and live with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like about 2 months ago. But basically, it's like they were Skyping and stuff, videos.
That's the thing. It makes it easier now because you've got all that FaceTime and that.
This is what I mean. You know, you can look
I've
at
done
them
that.
and stuff. You can send each other little saucy videos. You can send your pictures.
I'll tell you what I've done. And I know you've probably done this if you haven't. Tell me if you haven't. But like I know people out there have done it. When I had a long distance relationship, I was seeing this girl. Because we couldn't see each other. This is really like super like icky, lovey-dovey stuff. But we'd have Skype open or FaceTime open, mostly Skype, open whilst we'd be talking to her in bed and fall asleep with the Skype like on, and they're like,
that's so sweet.
That is, isn't it? That's
so
icky.
sweet.
That is, I need water just to wash down the sugar. Just from saying that.
You're
but,
quite a sweet guy, you know.
mate, I can be romantic when I need to be.
Actually, yeah.
But I actually loved doing that because it's like you'd wake up every now and then, and like, you'd see them like staring and be like, back to sleep.
Yeah, with my girl, well, who I was with at the time, what I would do is I used to like mess about on Photoshop a lot. So when she wasn't there, I would just like open up Photoshop and have a picture of her, and I'd just like create some little image based on
around her.
Yeah, you know, it's just sort of like Photoshop crap. You know what I mean? It's sort of like digital
That's worse
artwork.
than mine. That's worse than mine by far.
I actually did some pretty decent stuff as well.
You see, we're just two hopeless romantics just sitting here
Oh, this is it.
outside. We should have a candlelit dinner right here. But yeah, like it can work. It can work nowadays. There's technology out there that can bring everyone closer. But I don't know how you're going to leave your relationship. What is her name? Can we say her name?
Yeah, she said she's cool. I actually told her that we'd be doing this episode.
Yeah, what did she say?
Oh, she said, "Oh, sounds like fun." She's Italian. Hey,
like fun.
hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so this is the episode I told you about.
Yeah.
Her name's Romina.
Yeah.
She's Italian, and we have genuinely created like a huge connection. Like huge.
That's always going to stay, regardless of anything.
Yeah,
you'll be friends.
I literally know so. I genuinely, like, if I had like a shotgun inside my mouth and it's like, all right, if you make the wrong choice, this shotgun is going off. You need to make the right decision on how you think this all pans out. If me and her don't end up in a relationship, which may or may not happen, but I know we will be part of each other's lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like that.
It
sounds like that.
It's really not just like a fling. Like, I know her and she knows me.
Yeah. And I think I would get the impression from you if it wasn't like that, because I know what you've been like through previous dates, and it's kind of been, this one sounds good. Yeah, it sounds like a good thing. Mate, just go over to like Jamaica, nothing to do that.
She's coming to Birmingham to meet my family. Like tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
No, Saturday.
Well, that's soon enough.
Saturday, yeah.
Are you nervous about that? Are you just like, I'm cool?
No, I'm not. I'm not nervous.
Okay.
It's just.
It's big though, right?
I suppose. It's one of those
big.
things. It's like you ever do something and then you ask yourself, "I don't know, why did I do that?" But
No,
like,
that's
not like it's a bad thing. But it's like one day we're lying there, right? We're just in bed, cuddling, you know, spooning.
Yeah.
You know, I like to be big spoon. You know, that's my shit. That's my shit.
I'm all about the big spoon.
Yeah, all about big spoon.
Yeah.
And then one day I was like, oh, why don't you just, why don't you come to Birmingham to meet my family? And she's like, yeah, cool.
Yeah,
She's just like up for stuff as well.
just chill.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
nice.
very.
That is. What have your parents said anything about? All right, you bring some girl back. About time you bring there like that. About time you bring a girl home, man.
Well, I mean, I brought
Introduce us.
a couple girls home. So she wouldn't be the first girl.
She would. But I'm real funny about who I bring home. I'm real picky.
Me too.
Like, if you have not met my parents, right, I'll tell you right now, it's probably because I'm
There's a damn good
not
reason.
that into you.
But this is what I'm saying.
I will do. Give me time. But
No, you may do.
Yeah, I may do.
You may do. You
Yeah,
have to
no,
prove
if you
yourself
haven't met
worthy.
it yet, yeah.
Can't
But like,
introduce any
riffraff.
any riffraff.
Yeah. I mean, I won't bring back the what shall I call these? I'm trying to think of a nicer.
Sketel?
I was thinking that exact word. The skittles. They do not enter my domain where I was raised with family and that, because you know they're going to be. You know, family are going to be like, oh, what is she bringing me out? Oh, what is skittle you bringing here for?
Me not like that girl, you know. Me not like the
No-
way she
no,
walk.
bring her
me
back
like the way
again.
she talk.
Don't bring that girl back in
The
here
girl
again.
ain't got no manners, you know.
We don't know where you find this one. But yeah, you only bring back the greats. So yeah, that's good that she's coming back. Do they know this is one of the good ones? Have you
Yeah,
spoken-
well, to be honest, it hasn't.
They must do.
Yeah, there must be, because again, like, I've brought a couple of girls home, but it's like the only girls I've ever brought are like girls that I like, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So the very fact that I'm bringing her back, they know. Also, one thing I think they like as well is like she's going to Jamaica.
I was going to ask you that. What is she? Because she's
She's
Italian.
doing a PhD.
In what she's studying?
Sustainable education.
Sustainable education.
Yeah.
Educate girl.
Or education for sustainability is one of the two.
Okay.
But that's what she's doing. So she's going to be out there in Jamaica, like working.
That's gonna be sick.
Working in schools and stuff.
Mate, that just raised her my opinion of her right up. Do you know what I mean? Right up. Because I was gonna say Italian. She's going back to Jamaica. Okay.
Yeah.
If anything, you should be you saying to her, "I'm going to Jamaica for 9 months." Are you
No,
going to
no,
wait for
she's
me?
going to Jamaica.
But she's going to Jamaica.
And that's one thing I know my parents would love as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Showing an interest in the culture.
Yeah. But another, what's great for you is that's a nice place to go visit, man.
Yeah.
Jamaica's lovely. You got to go see your family out there
It's
too.
a good excuse, actually, because I've not been to Jamaica for 20 years.
20. It's probably about the same
23 years.
That's probably about the same for me. And what's really bad is my family have recently gone and they have big family reunions, and I haven't done that yet, and I feel really bad. So if I was in that same situation, I'd be like, well,
We're both rocking hefty beards. At this
yeah, I know, yeah. Oh yeah, we got to apologise because we had released 2 episodes for 2 weeks. We've been busy.
And as you can
and
see,
we've been
neither
growing
of us
beards.
have shaved in that period.
Exactly.
That's how you know times have been tough.
Exactly.
Life has been hard.
I might carry mine on, man.
You know,
I
the
might
joke
go-
is I actually haven't shaved in that period.
No, I haven't neither.
No.
I don't think I have.
No.
But I'm liking it because I want to do that whole. I know we're going to be off topic, but it doesn't really matter. I want to do the whole getting beef, getting like trim, getting stocky, and having that big beard. I want to do that kind of whole 300 look. That's what I'm going for. You were doing a competition with your cousin about a carnival. I want to know who won.
Okay.
Tell them the whole
Alright,
thing.
so for anybody who doesn't know, and that would probably be all of you, my cousin and I had a competition to see who could get into the best shape by Notting Hill Carnival. Notting Hill Carnival being a 2-day carnival type event that happens in London every August. And we both hit the gym for like all of this year, get into the best shape possible. Then the idea being that Carnival would meet up and then take our tops off and walk around and say to people who's got the best body. And then we would also like open up a Facebook vote as well. But truth be told, all right, so this is literally what happened. I noticed in the weeks, like in the final 2 to 3 weeks leading up to Carnival, I noticed that he wasn't like confident anymore, and he wasn't
bantering you as much.
It wasn't bantering at all. He wasn't bantering at all, and he wasn't confident, and I could just tell like he didn't want it. You know when if you ever started a fight with someone, you can just tell like
Start to back up down a bit.
you know, like you can tell.
Look,
like,
man.
you can tell.
Let's just like.
You know what I mean? You can
just
just
talk
tell
about
someone
it.
doesn't want it. He didn't want it, and the thing is about my cousin, it's like
14.
I like to beat him at stuff.
Yeah.
But I want to beat him at his best.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't want to
You
be a bully.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to be a bully. You want for it to be mutual. We both went into this
Yeah.
with high hopes,
Yeah.
and you won fair and square. Done.
That's it.
But you don't want to
I want it to be a
like.
tussle.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, he basically at Carnival, I turned around and I said, you know what? It doesn't matter. Don't worry about the competition. At the end of the day, we both got into better shape than we would have done if we didn't have it.
Friendly, yeah. Friendly
But I
competition.
basically won.
I was gonna say
Basically won.
you won. Anyway, on that note, we got any last words to say about long distance relationships and holiday romances?
To Ramina, and I know you're watching. I haven't known you for a great deal of time, but I know you're an amazing person, and it's been lovely getting to know you.
To my few holiday romances and long distance relationships that haven't worked, what can I say? It wasn't meant to be.
Ta-ra. See you later.
See you next
Sayonara.
week. Bye.
Au revoir. Good day.